years, all the while enjoying a truly great-tasting cup of my favorite coffee. Available at InfoWarsLife.com. The facts are in. The studies are legion. Sodium fluoride and other toxic members of the fluoride family are devastating the health and cognitive ability of the American people. So why are the social engineers adding it to the water? Simple. Dumb down the host population that the parasitic technocracy is feeding on. We may not have been able to get fluoride out of the water supply yet, but we can help to get it out of our bodies. I am extremely excited to announce the exclusive InfoWars Life Fluoride Shield formulation, fusing 6 of the best documented ingredients from around the world to help the body remove not just toxic fluoride residues from the body, but a whole host of toxic substances. Let's take a stand against the globalists by blocking their poisons with Fluoride Shield. I use Fluoride Shield every day. Secure your Fluoride Shield and other pioneering formulations at InfoWarsLife.com today. Let's start cleansing our bodies now and support the Info War at the same time. That's InfoWarsLife.com. Hi folks, Alex Jones here with some important information. I want to tell you about Matt Redhawk and his team of patriots over at My Patriot Supply. Several years ago, Matt was sitting in his 2-bedroom apartment, frustrated with the direction this country was headed and the charlatans willing to sell us out for a quick buck. Deciding to take action, a company run by patriots for patriots was born. My Patriot Supply has never taken a loan or accepted outside funding. They now operate 2 distribution facilities and employ over 50 hardworking American men and women. It is rare to find companies who practice what they preach. And that's why I stock my pantry with high-quality storable foods from My Patriot Supply. Go to mypatriotsupply.com/Alex today for special offers on emergency food storage, or call their preparedness specialist at 866-229-0927. That's 866-229-0927. Do business with someone who shares your values. mypatriotsupply.com/Alex. The globalist social engineers are not just targeting us with propaganda. They are manipulating our genetics. We are being targeted at every level by estrogen mimickers that lower our testosterone and other hormones and natural compounds that the body needs. After consulting top doctors, nutritionists, pharmacists, and others, we have developed what I believe is the ultimate non-GMO organic super male vitality formula, sourced from powerful organic herbs and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's own natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. Super Male Vitality by InfoWars Life is so powerful that I only take half the recommended dose. For a limited time, we are offering 15% off Super Male Vitality at InfoWarsLife.com to introduce you to this powerful supplement. Visit InfoWarsLife.com today to secure your Super Male Vitality. InfoWarsLife.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
Unfortunately, you've grown up hearing voices that incessantly warn of government as nothing more than some separate, sinister entity that's at the root of all our
George
problems.
Washington said that.
Tyranny is always lurking just around the corner.
Thomas Jefferson.
You should reject these voices.
Yeah.
There will be no new bureaucracies. You can keep the doctors you know and trust. You keep the insurance you have. If you
Lies.
Private
idea that kids belong to their parents or kids belong to their families, and recognize that kids belong to whole communities.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well.
By the way, everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. So they just feel good because they're part of the winning team.
Not even mass corruption. Not even.
And they're really being abused.
And our Lord and Savior, Barack Obama.
Barack Obama!
Take extra care to follow the instructions or you'll be put to sleep.
The Obama theme song, folks.
Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when we live in our dream.
Obama.
1984.
Obama's like a huge wolf just cramming sheep in his mouth.
You're listening to the Alex Jones Show.
He hypnotizes them with big old snake eyes and with a conveyor belt of sheep. They just march into his giant snake mouth. It's like a Pied Piper.
Everything is awesome.
Everything is cool.
Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Everything is awesome.
This is what I criticize Bush supporters for under Bush. But, I mean, under Obama, it's like total cult land.
Life is good because everything's awesome. Lost my jobs, a new opportunity, more free time.
And notice they're like, now we're going to target young people to sign up for Obamacare, but they won't do it. So they're going to target, it's in the news today, black people. Like it's your duty to, go buy Obamacare to help Big Brother. Pun intended. This is getting really bad, folks. This is a scam written by offshore mega corporations that are totally and completely ruthless. The whole liberal facade of Obama is just that, a facade. For those who don't know what a facade is, that we're public school educated, it's like those old Western towns and movies where it's just the front. There's nothing. You go through the door and there's cactuses and tumbleweeds behind it. That, guys, will you pull up the definition of facade for me? Because, look, it's not that Obama's a lesser of two evils. He's a more effective of evils because he can get the agenda through. When he bombs a country, it's because he's a Peace Prize holder. When he raises your taxes, because you're part of a team. I mean, you got a business, you didn't build that. But now is the time, and I'll give the number out in the next segment, go to your calls. I want to hear from people that actually think I'm wrong. I want to hear from people that like Obamacare. I want to hear from the people that really think Obama cares about you and that Joe Biden really cares about you. I want to hear from you, and I'm going to give the number out for Obama supporters to call in here. This is your chance, uncensored live radio, folks. 877-789-ALEX, or racist, actual dial it as well. 877-789-ALEX, or knuckle dragon redneck. That'll also get you, dial that, it gets you to here. 877-789-ALEX, because I'm not a real intellectual like all the liberals out there that just don't have any facts. They just go, oh, Obama, oh, I feel so smart, oh, I'm so liberal, oh. When you support literal fascist takeover and are enemies of anybody who's a real liberal like myself in the Thomas Jefferson vein, I mean, you people are despicable. I'm talking about those controlling the everything is awesome group out there thinks they're really about to get some great deal for Obama. 877-789-ALEX, 877-789-2539. The polls show about 30% of you still worship the Lord and Savior Barack Obama, as Jamie Foxx calls him. I want to hear from you, because Obama said just 2 weeks ago he's got lower approval ratings because of racism. Really? Really? Really. So it's not that Obamacare is a ripoff, or it's not that higher taxes on the middle class will stall the economy. It's not that I don't want our power plant shut down as we get half our energy from coal and they're shipping our jobs to Mexico and China. It's not that I want prosperity. It's not that I want a fair shake. It's not that I want real equality. It's not that I'm mad at MSNBC race baiting all day. No, it's because I'm a racist because I don't want 52% of blacks to be aborted like the Democratic Party does. I'm a racist because I know the Democratic Party until 1964 was the Ku Klux Klan and was the anti-Voting Rights Act and Civil Rights Act and all of it until they couldn't beat the Republicans, so they became the party of race. But instead of about equality, like Martin Luther King said, it was about racial division. They just brought Klan politics to all the minorities and turned them, a great part of them, into racist, out-of-control scum, just like the Klan. I mean, it's just horrible that I'm geopolitically informed, that I'm economically informed, that I'm domestically informed, that I'm culturally informed, that I'm done a lot of anthropology research, a lot of sociology research. It's horrible. And so I want to admit it right now. I'm an intellectual nobody. Obamacare is a great deal. It's great to have your prices tripled. It's great to be kicked off your plan. It's great to have death panels. I'm wrong. Ted Cruz is wrong. I apologize. And I should be laughed at by the unintellectual mass that if Bill Maher just laughs at someone, look, everything they said's coming true, that we're all supposed to just agree with that. So I agree. Bill Maher, because he's real skinny and wears little thin ties and has writers, and he reads off a teleprompter, he's intellectual. He's smart. He could come in here and do a 2-3 hour radio show without a teleprompter and just wipe the table with me, folks, because he's a liberal. That's why he said last year, just kill more people, get rid of the population, more abortion. He hates people. He was being honest for a moment without the teleprompter. Because he is awesome. So let's go ahead and hear what he had to say about it, the few people that are getting under his skin. And whoever they attack is whoever is effective.
The reason so many Americans, for example, think climate change is a hoax is that their only source for science news is Glenn Beck, Fox, and Matt Drudge, the cracker trifecta.
The cracker trifecta, more race baiting. And then he goes on from there. It was global. First in the 70s, we were all going to freeze in an ice age if we didn't have carbon taxes that they openly want to pay to the Davos group, $100 trillion every decade. That's London Telegraph. They want a $100 trillion to begin with. 100 trill. That's 10 trill a year paid to the Rothschild Exchange in London. Look it up. It's actually the Rothschild Exchange. And they've spent more than $20 billion propagandizing for this, because when they can tax every part of the carbon cycle and surveil it, you run everything, sweetsies. And it doesn't matter the North Pole got bigger and the South Pole got bigger. They say penguins can't swim at the Arctic. Well, you know why? Because there aren't penguins in the Arctic, folks. They're at the South Pole, the Antarctic. These people know all this. It's like the science guy got up on TV and said, look, the Antarctic got smaller and it was the Arctic. And it got bigger. Now it's climate change. First it was freezing, then it was warming. Now it's change. Hey, folks, the only thing that stays the same is change. It's the only constant in this universe. And now they want to FCC pull the licenses of TV stations that run milquetoast ads. They'll run pro-Obama ads and pro-video game ads, but not pro-gun ads on Fox and the Super Bowl. It's total discrimination. They're arresting filmmakers. They're arresting governors for crooked toenails, while Obama takes a third of his money from offshore IP addresses, totally illegal. Total selective enforcement, and Democrats are calling everywhere to arrest their opposition. You people are wanting to become Nazi fascist, and you're a clear and present danger. And if Republicans act like this, I'm going to come after them. See, that's where my bias is freedom and due process. Let's go to this Dinesh D'Souza piece dealing with his political prisonership. Here it is. And then
Republican senators now demanding the head of the FBI explain exactly why the agency pushed for an indictment of one of the president's most effective critics. And that critic is here. Welcome to the Kelly File, everyone. I'm Megyn Kelly. This started last month. Conservative filmmaker Dinesh D'Souza hit with federal charges for what the New York Times called relatively small donations in a New York Senate race. Those charges immediately raising red flags for some, because D'Souza, who has pleaded not guilty, is behind the box office hit 2016, Obama's America, a film that is very critical of the president. The senator's letter calls attention to these concerns, citing liberal Harvard legal scholar Alan Dershowitz.
Yeah, even Dershowitz says it's scary, and he's a total liberal, I guess more in the real sense when it comes to at least free speech. But here's the deal, folks. He has a new movie coming out in July. They're in the middle of production. They're trying to stop that production. I had the FBI show up here about the Obama deception 3 days before it came out. Literally, this is America, folks. My friends, Alex Jones here to tell you about some of the most important information concerning you and your family's health. Radiation levels have more than doubled in the last 60 years in the Northern Hemisphere from all of the nuclear testing and radiological accidents. Radioactive contamination is now in most of the food supply. There's only two ways to avoid this. Move south of the equator or properly protect your thyroid with nascent iodine. Looking to protect my family, I've done deep research. Nascent iodine is the purest, cleanest, absolute best form of iodine to protect yourself and your family. It's made right here in the USA, completely non-GMO. I searched out the best quality and now have developed a double-strength form of nascent iodine, exclusively available at InfoWarsLife.com. Nascent iodine is on record as one of the only safe ways to detox from fluoride poisoning. Survival Shield Nascent Iodine. Secure your super high-quality nascent iodine today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com. Introducing Pro One. All of your filtration in one system, portable, on the go. No more do you have 2 or 3 filters to just reduce sodium fluoride. You have a system that cuts out the sodium fluoride and up to 95% of hydrofluorosilicic acid. Advanced manufacturing technology combines silver-impregnated white ceramic with new Aquamedics advanced media for removal of fluoride and other heavy metals, all in one filter element. It is the only one that does it, and out of the gate, units. We have it discounted at 10% off with promo code WATER. This is the only system that in one unit helps reduce or remove pesticides, herbicides, chloramines, ammonia, and chlorine, hydrofluorosilicic acid, the most common form of fluoride not covered by other fluoride filter brands, and sodium hexafluorosilicate. Get your Pro Pure with the new Pro